Jokes, anecdotes, and stories as told by native English speakers.
Kiddie fear. Two children are talking to each other. One says, "I'm really worried. My mum works 12 hours a day. Thanks to her, we've got a really big house and all the toys and presents I want. My dad spends the whole day cleaning and cooking for us. But I'm really worried." And the other kid says, "Why? What's wrong? It sounds perfect to me. You've got it made." And the first kid says, "Yeah, I know, but what if they try to escape?"
Snake fear. One day, two snake friends are slithering along through the grass. One snake asks his friend, "Hey, do you think we're poisonous?" And his friend answers, "Yes, very." "Why? Why do you ask?" And the first snake says, "'Cause I've just bitten my tongue."
Doggy Intelligence. A butcher is in his shop one day when a dog walks in. It has an envelope in its mouth. The butcher takes it out of the dog's mouth and opens it. Inside, there's a €20 note and a note which says, "Can I have a dozen pork chops and a sirloin steak, please?" The butcher is amazed. He gives the dog the order in a bag and places it around the dog's neck. The next day, the same thing happens, but this time the butcher decides to follow the dog home. So when the dog leaves the shop, the man follows it. He watches as the dog stops at some traffic lights. The dog presses the button to cross the road and waits. The green man on the traffic light appears, and the dog crosses, carefully watching for traffic. Next, the dog arrives at a bus stop. It waits patiently again and jumps onto a bus when it comes. The butcher is very impressed and continues following the dog. Eventually, the dog gets off the bus and walks to a house. The man watches from the street as the dog starts scratching at the door with his paw. After a couple of seconds, a woman opens the door and starts shouting at the dog. The butcher runs to the woman and says, "Hey, what are you doing? This dog is amazing. He's the cleverest animal I've ever seen." And the woman replies, "Clever? This is the third time this week he's forgotten his key."